I just want to make a lot of money. That's what I want, is a lot of money, and enough money where I don't have to worry about lunch, or I can eat a fancy dinner and I can pay for like a 6 course meal. Like, I think I deserve it, and I think I can get it. And this is me trying to prove that I can't get it, because right now I don't have that much money. And some people can say, man, you're selfish. Like, why do you need so many things? I don't know. Like, I just don't want to have to worry about things. I think I'm above that. I'm above worrying about like whether lunch costs $15 and whether I can afford that or not. Like, come on, I can do better than that. And there's so many voices in my head that it's just like, it's kind of like selfish for me to ask for this, but no, I think I had to get it. I had to get those voices out of my head and just believe that, yes, I deserve to eat healthy food. I deserve that. I don't fucking, at lunch, I don't want to eat like chicken and rice, with like 80% rice and like the shittiest parts of the chicken all cut up, and like, it's gross, bro. I deserve better food. I deserve to eat like good fucking steak, man. Like good meat that was, the animal was taken care of, and like pasture raised eggs were running around. And like, I don't think it's selfish to want things that are good for my body, man. Like, it's like I should be able to take care of myself as much as I need to, and then I can take care of other people, because I'm not trying to be like, I'm just trying to, man, like, I think we can all live better, really. Like, I don't know why everything's so fucking ass these days. So like, that's my motivation. Like, I just want to do things better, man. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to get rich. And I don't really know how I'm gonna get rich. Claude said I should make content about like just like myself, and like to sell who I am as content. So like, why not? We can try this out, because I feel like most people that know me, they tend to like me eventually, because I think I'm a pretty nice guy, and hopefully the lovers and the haters, we will take you both, because I don't know, like, if I can make money off this, off like, hey, every day I'll post a video, and all of a sudden I get like hundreds of thousands of views on these videos, millions of views, then all of a sudden, man, I can make money off this, and that'd be fucking crazy. And like, I'm not really doing anything, man. Like, I don't want to do that much. Like, I want to try and stuff. I want to try in my life, like, obviously. I don't think that, we have to persevere. We have, spiritual goals that we have to reach. And I just want to, be filled with joy and like gratitude and like vibrating good and being happy. Like, I think that's all. That's like my main goal here, to be like, to enjoy this shit. Sometimes I think about life as like, man, I told some people this, but there's a while where I had very crazy dreams, and it inspired me to get into lucid dreaming, because my dreams were just so crazy that it felt more real. When I say crazy, it felt so real. Like I was with a girl, and her hand was like on me, and I felt like the warmth of her hand and her eyes, and like, as real life can get. I felt that like intimacy that I don't think I've had here, and like, it felt in my dream, and like, I wanted to almost escape into my dream. But so then I decided to get into lucid dreaming, because that felt like the next kind of goal into what I was trying to do is to, what if I could just like live in my dream and then fuck this shit. But so I read some stuff on lucid dreaming, and then when I was sleeping on my sister's couch one day, I started lucid dreaming. I fell asleep. Sorry, I'm fucking a little high, but I fell asleep, and then I started lucid dreaming, and then sometimes I think the first time I lucid dream, I get a little. I don't know. I'm talking about you two or me, but like, it's a little bit surprising because all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I'm in a dream. I'm in a dream right now, and sometimes you get too excited and you kind of get out of the dream. But I was able to hold myself calm. I was able to breathe in, breathe out, and calm myself inside the dream. And I wanted a burger for some reason, so I manifested a burger. And then I was like, I kind of like, whatever dream it kind of was, I forget, but I kind of just like, slowly the environment around me just like disappeared. And it was just me in this like black space. And then I created a fridge in front of me, and I opened the fridge, and inside it was a burger. And then I took a bite of the burger. And then I remember it tasted like the tomato on it, but it tasted really super real. That burger tasted really real. And that was a few years ago. That was like 3 years ago. But eventually I got to the point where I'm, somehow I'm seeing this reality as a dream too. It's just like, it's basically Inception. Like that's a very easy analogy. Basically, I feel like I'm living in Inception, where I'm dreaming about something. I go to sleep and I'm in a dream, and then I wake up and I'm here. But basically, everything in that dream felt so real, and then everything here feels like as real as that dream, however real it was. So like, how real is this reality? And like, I don't know, kind of just, I mean, we can believe whatever we want to believe. Ultimately, I don't think we really know. We just choose something to believe in. And I just feel I'm in a dream where when people talk about a higher self, I feel like if I die in this dream, or if I wake up from this dream, then I kind of get absorbed into my higher self. In the same way that, when I go to a dream, like that identity that I am in the dream, essentially it's still me, but like sometimes I might be living as a different person in that dream. I might not be identifying with me. I might be a character or something in a different time period. But and then a lot of these dreams is kind of just like, they come and go, and like I wake up, and after an hour, if I don't write it down, I don't really remember what happened in the dream, but I knew what happened. And all the lived experience of that dream, it comes back to me, and I use it somehow. And in the same way, I think that this life that I live, it's in some use for my higher self, that when I die, I feel I'm gonna get reabsorbed into that higher power, in that same way where if I'm dreaming and I wake up, I get reabsorbed, everything gets reabsorbed into me. So I think I don't know, to me that kind of, it makes sense to me, man. Like, I don't know, no one has to believe anything. I don't really care. But then, like, the same rules of like manifestation inside a dream, how I can manifest that burger, I should be able to manifest things in this life too. And also, like, if I have a dream, I want a good dream too. I don't want nightmares too. So I'm just trying to guess what that higher power wants, and like, I want to enjoy this thing. I want to enjoy this ride. So that's why I want to get rich, because I feel like I can enjoy it. And I can see things, I can make things happen. I can see different places, I can travel and have fun experiences, because like, it seems like that's what I want to do. So I don't know if I want to cut this off, but I'll just keep talking. Like, maybe I should go on Twitch. and then people can find me on Twitch. But then I don't really want to talk for like 2-3 hours a day. Maybe. Like, don't you think? I think people will get bored of me if I talk too much. So, then eventually I just run out of stuff to say. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I think about like AI too, and then like AI can't really do me, man. Cause like, you know, it's not the content of what I'm saying. Sure, you know, but like ultimately it's just my vibe that I'm selling, that I'm trying to sell, and like AI can't. I don't think it can copy that, unless you can like, unless those like neural networks can actually vibrate in a certain way, in a certain frequency, and create some sort of congruence. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think AI stresses me that out too much. But everything's very expensive in this country of Canada. Everything's expensive, and like, you know, I was reading Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich, and he wrote that in 1937 at basically the end of the Great Depression. And basically it's just like, yeah, everyone's fucking poor as fuck right now. So I don't think we're that bad right now, but still it's like people are kind of looking poor right now. So there's always optimism, at least on my end, for things to turn around, but people have to start believing that we can turn it around. I think there's way too much just like doom in the air of just like giving up, and like shit, everything I read about spirituality, religion, God, like I think it just comes back to like faith, and then like believing that things will get better, and then imagining that things can get better. Like that's all we have to do. You know, every time we think that, oh, like Trump's doing this crazy shit, and then like Netanyahu and like wars and stuff, and like, you know, it's not, especially we let that like emotion into our body, and we carry that like anger or resentment or like fear, those emotions, those negative, those emotions, then, you know, I think we manifest more of that ourselves. So, you know, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but like I can't read, maybe I should read more news, but then try to be very impartial about it. But like, you know, I don't want to get swept into those waves of like everything's over. Like I see so many what's recommended to me on YouTube is just people like say, oh, like everything's over, the world's over, like you know, like there's always good times, there's always bad times, you know, throughout history. It's constant pendulums of just good and bad times. And like I don't even think that, like, I mean, he wrote that book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, in 1937, and then like I think he made a bunch of money. Then there's like a war after there's World War II afterwards. So you know, these are constant kind of battles of like, I'm just saying it could get worse here. It could get worse, but like it's not going to, because bro, I'm here and we're gonna fix it. And now all of us, we're gonna make things better because we have to. Like no one wants to. Like I'm seeing way too many fucking crazy people on the street, bro. Like shit has to, you know, I can talk with them a little bit, but like that's not gonna solve anything. It's not gonna solve anything that I give them a little bit of money, and then they just buy more like opiates. Like when I think about how to solve something, and like, oh, I could be a politician, or like, I remember a few years ago I did like a suicide crisis thing, which I did not last long because it was too intense. But like I think it is really just how we vibrate and how we can spread our energy. We can just spread an awakening, a little lift up, and then if all our heads kind of get a bit better, then I'm sure reality around us will also change as well. So this is day 1, and we'll try to do this every day, and we'll see what happens. 90 days from now, a year from now, if we are consistent. I uploaded videos before I was not consistent, and it's also basically just me journaling too. Like, it's me just talking. So we'll see how much I have to talk about.